Hello, welcome to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus and I'm so glad you're here. This is a podcast about mindfulness, joyfulness, well being in your work, life, and creative endeavors. If you enjoyed this episode, then you're going to really like my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. The link is in the show notes. A couple of weeks ago, one of my old tooth fillings popped off. Now, 2 years ago, I found an excellent dentist, like the best dentist ever that I've ever been to through all my life. That also happened because my filling popped off on a Sunday morning and I urgently needed something close by, somewhere close by to go and get it fixed. And this clinic seemed to be open on Sundays. They just happened to be open on a Sunday. So I found out, looked up reviews online, rushed there to get my filling done. Dr. Hina, when she did the filling that day, it was so beautifully done, so smooth. It was incredible. I was so impressed by her work, the quality of work that she did. For a layperson's eye, if you're not a dentist, if you look at my tooth at first glance, it doesn't even look like there's a filling in it. And I felt so good being treated by her. She's so gentle, so kind. She makes you feel very, very comfortable. And let me tell you, my dentist's office, the waiting room is the best waiting room there is. I've never ever seen another doctor's waiting room of that kind. First of all, no white lights, no tube lights, none of that. It's all warm, cozy, dim lit, and just the right amount of brightness. And there are sofas for us to sit at, cozy, comfortable sofas, not just some hard chairs. You feel so good, and there's nice nostalgic music from the 90s and early 2000s playing always in the background. I never feel like I have to wait. When I sit at the waiting room of this dentist office, it feels relaxing. It feels like I'm about to go in for a spa treatment or something and not for a dental appointment. That itself changes the mindset. I just sit there and meditate all the time. Of course, ever since I've been meditating more, I realized there's nothing called waiting. You go, you're in a line in a supermarket, you're stuck in traffic, sitting at the back of a cab, you're waiting in a dentist's waiting room. All you have to do is close and meditate. Any kind of meditation, it can be chanting, it can be just breathing or whatever feels comfortable to you, right? The meditation really brings you right into the present and makes you feel relaxed before you move on to whatever it is you're moving on to next. Anyway, so Dr. Hina's work was so good that I've been going back to her ever since for anything I have to get done. And I also diligently go for my 6-month checkups. Once every 6 months, I go and get my teeth checked up. Every time she praises me about how well I'm managing my teeth, how clean I keep them, all those things, and I feel so good. Never in my life have I been so pleased, even when, in the rare case, my school or college teachers or anybody praised me. This level of joy I never got from it, as my dentist saying, "Oh my God, you maintain your teeth so well." So just to hear that, I go back once every 6 months. Anyway, so this time for my filling, I thought it'll be another simple thing. Just go there on the day it popped out, to take the urgent appointment, go there and get it filled. Actually, I wasn't expecting Dr. Hina to do the filling for me because she had a baby just 2 months ago. So I was like, damn sure she's going to be on maternity leave. Why will she be available? But then I was so surprised when, the lady at the reception, there are two really nice dental hygienists there. And they both handle the calls, the reception, plus come to help when the doctors, they assist the doctor whenever teeth procedures have to be done. They're really good, skilled girls. So one of them, so she said, ma'am, Dr. Hina will be looking at you. She's the one who will be meeting you. I was thrilled because I was hoping it would be Dr. Hina. Now, I know they have other good doctors there, but somehow I wanted Dr. Hina, and I was like, oh my God. And I was thanking my filling. I'm like, oh, look at you. I knew she was, last time I went for a checkup earlier in the year, I knew she was going to have a baby soon and all that. That's why I knew she'd be in maternity leave. So I was thanking my tooth. I'm like, you waited till she was ready to come back to work. And then you popped off. Thank you. The maternity leave, what she's done is now she only looks at or meets only a couple of patients a day in the evenings, in the late afternoons only. Most of the time she has to be with her baby, but when he's sleeping, she comes and she meets us, takes a look and stuff. And she agreed to do this filling. But the only catch was this isn't a straightforward, simple filling. So, to get this one filling done, I had to go back 3 times and with lots of postponements in between because they had to work with one more additional doctor to help with this procedure. And it kept getting moved up, moved up, moved up. What should have been done 2 weeks ago, maybe a couple of days after that, just kept getting postponed. And finally, I got it done only 2 days ago. The point is that normally, if say I'd been to this clinic for the first time and the doctor says this and the delays kept happening, I probably would have gone off to someone else, right? Or if I wasn't a patient person, I'd be like, oh no, what is this? Who's going to go so many times, and just go to someone else. But Dr. Hina has built so much trust with me on so many levels, and she's gone above and beyond to help me that now when she has her boundaries, when there's a limited amount of time which she can spend, and she's spending the time with me, I respect her time, her boundaries, everything. I happily agreed. Every time the thing got postponed, every time she said, come back the next time, I'll not do it now, I was okay with it, absolutely okay with it, because I knew that the end result was going to be amazing and it was worth the wait. And I'm right, absolutely. My new filling is also beautifully done, so nice. And, Dr. Hina was very patient, very kind, again, once more. Even with her baby, right there inside the house where she had to go and, check up on him and stuff. She was so nice. She was really good with me. When you build your brand, when you have your business and you build relationships with your guests with a long-term goal and plan, first of all, and also making them feel nice and comfortable on every level possible. When you build that, then you're rewarded that when the time comes for you to place your boundaries, your time restrictions, your rules, what has to work around your terms and conditions, they will agree. They will automatically agree. You won't have to worry about losing them. You don't have to think, oh no, if I set my time limits, if I tell them do this, don't do that, if I don't bend over backwards for their every will, they are going to leave me and go to someone else. You don't have to worry about that. Making people feel comfortable in your business, right from the energy, the atmosphere, the feeling, making them feel welcome, making them feel like they are important to you, and being very genuinely kind to them and open and gentle, loving, whatever it takes, treating them maybe a little special when the time, at times when needed. Doing this instead of just treating them like just one more customer, there's a world of difference there. And it helps. All of this helps to create a beautiful foundation, create a beautiful framework to hold the right people in. The people who leave, they are not your ideal customer, first of all. But the magic is, it's not in the number of people you have, but the number of ideal customers who keep coming back to you again and again and again, no matter what, with complete trust, faith, love, where they know that you're worth it. So think of the little ways in which you're creating this kind of an atmosphere, an energy, an environment for your clients, your customers, your audience. And know that it is worth whether you are having a good business day, bad business day, no matter what's happening in your life, it's worth putting in the effort with whoever is your ideal customer or a potential ideal customer. It's worth putting in that effort to build a relationship, build trust, and nurture a kind of faith in them so that they know that, you know what, this person, your business, your you as a person, your team, they're worth it. They're worth the wait, they're worth following time limits, they're worth following boundaries, whatever. I want you to do an exercise today after you're done listening to this episode. At any point, sit down and spend 5-10 minutes just ideating, thinking of ways. Maybe if you do this with pen and paper, it'll be even more effective. Ideate on how you can make the experience even better for your clients, not in terms of how fancy you are or you bending over backwards, none of that. More in terms of a genuine personal connection. How can you build that? How can you create a good environment, good atmosphere, good ambience if you have a brick and mortar place, so they feel more at home, and and then you can nurture that relationship with them. Think of ways to do that. It's so worth it for the long term healthy growth of, yes, your business, your brand, but also for your own joy and the way you feel as these relationships grow over the years. All right, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. I'll be back again next week. Take care. Bye.